Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly craft. Excuse me, this one is going to be much quicker than last time. We're going to make little portable calm down bottles. And the cool thing is we're using both oil and water. So it's going to be a top and a bottom. It's hard to see on the camera, but one thing I will say is after you mix everything together, you're going to have to let it sit for a day or two because the oil part gets cloudy, and then after a day or two, it resolves and becomes clear again. Found that out the hard way. Another thing, if you have some E6000 left over, we've used this before. The best thing to do when we go to seal this is we're going to put some on the bottom of the cork and create a barrier inside. You can tell just from the difference in color of these two. This one I did not do that, and see how that cork is looking. Plus this could pop out at any time. I will warn you these are glass. I will put a warning label on the front of the weekly activity bag so you'll know there is glass. They will be wrapped up a little bit, but just be gentle. We do have a couple extra if you break one. We don't have that many. So, and this takes a surprisingly little amount of liquid. I looked at this, I was like, oh, that looks like a lot. It's only about 10 milliliters, which is not very much. You're also going to have a plastic pipette. And I'm going to give you some samples of this oil-based food coloring. You cannot use normal kitchen food coloring to color oil. I know because I tried. It doesn't work. You'll also have a little bit of glitter. There is such a thing as too much glitter. Do you see here all that glitter? It's because I put so much in the bottom, and when you look at the instruction sheet, you'll see I put way too much glitter. Also, the glitter should go in at the end, not at the beginning. Learned a valuable lesson there too. Okay, so we're going to set all this aside. You'll need a couple of toothpicks and some kitchen food coloring to color your water. I have a little bit of water. Pour it in my cup. I'll give you guys an extra cup so you can do that. It does take a surprisingly tiny amount. These are 1 ounce containers. That's 2 tablespoons. In case you're ever wondering, 2 tablespoons makes 1 ounce. And this holds probably 10 milliliters. I can't math. We're going to say this probably holds about 3 to 4 tablespoons at the most. Another key, use as little food coloring as possible, okay? Now, on the instructional video I watched, they said use pigment. I don't know. I'm assuming they mean some sort of paint pigment. Teeny tiniest drop. There. It wanted to leak. Always have a couple paper towels handy. Clean up after yourself. Okay, see how bright that yellow is? It will not be that vibrant here. Yesterday I did also try stir with your toothpick. Looks like Listerine. Um, Yesterday I tried to dilute this. I accidentally made orange. I was trying to make yellow, and then I thought, ooh, maybe we'll do a cool orange color. That did not work out well for me. Okay. And then in the little cup, you're also going to get baby oil. So you'll have an extra empty cup and then a little bit of baby oil. Okay. So 3 cups. And this, I'm not even going to put a whole drop. I'm going to take one of my toothpicks, stick it in there, and just mix. That's not even a whole drop of baby oil. The fact is, I can always add more. I can't take any out. Okay? The first time I did it, I used green, and I had see, this is barely a color. That's okay. I'm going to add a tiny bit more. There we go. Yeah, I don't even want a whole drop. That's why I gave you a couple drops in cups that you could use. Do not just pour the baby oil into the container I give you, okay? Say, oh, I want red. It's going to come out so dark, it's almost going to be black. There we go. So just take a little sample. There we go. That's enough. I'm going to stop mixing that and throw it away. And keep this one. This is kind of a neat electric blue shade. I like it. But not too dark. Now, these are really clear for right now. And after a day or two, you'll see how they turn out. You see this one already has a glitter in it? Yeah. Okay, so water, oil. You don't have to keep them straight, but it does kind of help. Right. Take your little bottle and your pipette. Close the highly staining food coloring or throw out the extra containers. And I'm going to start just sucking up some water and squish it in the vial. Suck up some water, squish it in the vial. And I'm going to fill it about halfway. We're starting with water because, of course, oil floats on top of water. Okay, that's about half. Okay, doesn't have to be exact, and we do not have to fill the vial all the way up. Just a touch more. Ka-ching. Okay. And then dry this guy off a little bit. Can't get dried off on the inside, that's okay. And now we're going to start with the oil. So suck some of this up. Suck some of that up. And yes, we will wipe off the top. Just a touch more. Okay. Throwing that vial away. I'm going to take my glitter container. Now, if you don't like the glitter I gave you, go and get some more. There's plenty out there, and they have some cool ones. I want to wipe this off before I start doing the glitter. And yes, glitter will get everywhere. This would definitely be one of those crafts that if you have an outside area you can work. Don't spill. Okay. Nice thing is I can kind of bend my little cup, make it more of a spout, and just put a little in. That's probably more than enough. Because we learned there is such a thing as too much glitter. All right, take your E6000. Oops. Can't do it. There we go. And I'm going to put some glue on the bottom of the cork. Okay. That's going to seal it, and then I'm going to put it around the bottom edge. Okay. Maybe even up a little bit. I'd rather have a little extra than not enough, because we don't really want this to leak. Now, I will say this would be a good thing to put in a window or, okay, stick that guy in there, and you're going to hold it for a couple seconds while your glue sets. Okay. And I'll tell you guys, this is the best one I've made so far. Get that glitter mixed in there. Once it's completely set, then you can give it a good shake. When you give it a good shake, it's going to mix. You're going to get lots of little bubbles, water bubbles in the oil that are going to slowly separate themselves out. It's a nice calming jar, and they're just kind of pretty. So you can put it in the window and just enjoy having your own little sun catcher with glitter. You know me, I do love glitter. Simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We will see you next week with another fun craft. Have a good one.